Kugan Cassius, fly from London. We're at Gloves Community Centre here in Bolton. With me, I've got world title challenger Scott Quigg. What's happening?
Not much.
Really chilled out there.
Gotta be on. Just a hard day's training, so nice and chilled out now.
I did. I saw a bit of your sparring earlier.
Not looking too bad.
Didn't look great. I'll be honest with you, Scott.
Well,
I wasn't overly impressed with what the round I saw.
Well, it's always got to be better.
No, it looked tough sparring today. It looked like you. But it looks like
enjoy it.
You're on it and ready, and
It's like you say, still
got 4 weeks away yet.
4 weeks Saturday, so still plenty of time to get the things a lot sharper, a lot better. But I'm in a very, very good place at the minute. You know, feel sharp, feel strong, and looking forward to the 28th.
So, Salinas. When I spoke to Joe on the phone the other day, it was actually picking up some tapes of Salinas to go and study him. How much have you seen of him?
Yeah, there's a couple of fights of him on YouTube. We've got a couple of DVDs, a couple of his amateur fights. So we've got a bit more footage on him now. Very typical Cuban, light water, flows, very skillful, very well skilled, sharp, fast hands. Got a bit of pop in his shots. So it's going to be a tough fight, but it's one that me and Joe have sat down and watched the tapes on him, and we're confident we'll come up with a plan to beat him.
How much of it is an advantage, it being in Manchester, here in England?
Oh, it's a massive... listen, a ring's a ring, it don't matter where it is, to be honest with you, but it is an advantage. It's potentially 20,000 people cheering for me. He's never going to have experienced anything like that. He's got to travel, he's got to come over here, the time difference, stuff like that. So it is an advantage, but like I said, a ring's a ring at the end of the day, and with the level that I'm boxing at now, these sort of fighters should be able to handle fighting away and be able to handle it. So I'm not counting on that affecting him, but it could have an effect and it could go in my favour.
I spoke to Joe about this the other day. Have people given you a little bit of stick about the credibility of this belt, with the position that Rigondo's in, being super champion? Have you seen any of this?
Idiots on Twitter, don't you?
Yeah.
But you just ignore them.
Yeah.
Listen, it is what it is. People have their own personal opinion, but at the end of the day, look at who I'm fighting. I'm fighting an unbeaten Cuban who's 21-0, 13 knockouts. He beat Zushimig as an amateur. He's no mug. At the end of the day, I'm fighting a top quality fighter. So it's not that I'm fighting an easy fight for a world title. It's nothing like that. I'm fighting a top quality fighter who's wants to make his mark and he's unbeaten. So anyone who's got anything to say, it's their own opinion at the end of the day, but it doesn't bother me.
I think it's the situation we find ourselves in with the WBA creating this super belt and having a super champion. Yeah. Obviously, that means that the WBA regular belt, if you like, is up for grabs, which you're fighting for. But then, I believe Povetkin, he has the same belt.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is. So,
listen, it is how it is. But at the end of the day, I'm only fighting who's been put in front of me.
Yeah.
You know, if I don't take this fight, the WBA sling me out of the ratings, and at the end of the day, I've worked my way in. I'm fighting a world-class fighter here, and two unbeaten fighters going into a fight that deserves it. It does deserve a. I do personally think it deserves a world title on the line. What's your take on it?
What? My take on
Yeah.
it? Well, I've said the same thing. It's a WBA world title. End of story. So, if the WBA want to make a super champion, a fucking magic champion, a fucking incredible champion, that's down to them. But to me, it is what it is. I know because people give me stick on Twitter about it, and that's why I asked you about it, because I thought if they're giving me stick about it, they definitely would have fucking tweeted you about it. So, I just think, listen, it is what it is. Not everyone agrees with the amount of belts that's available to win for.
You gotta look at the WBC. They've got WC silver belt,
yes, exactly. And
so the WBC Emirates belt,
The
whatever
Diamond
it is,
belt.
Yeah, so listen, it is what it is.
The iFilm London belt. There's just too many of these fucking
There
belts
is.
going on, Scott. Do you know what I mean? Just your opinion on, was you shocked by Kiko Martinez becoming world champion, beating Jonathan Romero?
I say, yeah, I was shocked. I didn't expect Kiko to get the win. Style-wise, though, he was all that's the style that you need to beat Romero. Romero likes to box and take his time, box behind the jab, good footing, but the way Martinez set off out the traps caught him early on, and I don't think Romero recovered after that first round.
But maybe a little bit of sympathy for Carl Frampton, who knocked out Kiko Martinez back in February, and obviously now he's watching that man he knocked out become IBF champion. So
yeah, you got to understand those styles make fights. You know, Martinez set the blocks like a bull in a china shop. You know, he come out and just put it straight on him. Carl wouldn't have done that. It would have been more. The same with me. I wouldn't have rushed out at him. You know, there'd be more. It would more of a thinking, and so that would give Romero a bit more time. So it's all different things. Romero backs up to the ropes, stays on the ropes too long, and that give Kiko the chance. If you notice, he was missing with the first 3-4 shots. Romero would move, and then he'd come back in a straight line, and then the fifth shot, bang, catches him on the chin. So the style was all wrong for him. Romero made the mistakes that Kiko capitalised on. Was when Carl fought Kiko, he was slipping, then he'd spin off the ropes. He wouldn't stay on the ropes too long. So it's all just little things that you can see why he come unstuck.
I think, to be honest, my comment was really referring to the politics of the shot for Kiko Martinez. About Carl Frampton maybe should have been there. But listen, boxing doesn't work like that, unfortunately. And
it's one of them. It's like you say, you don't know, was Carl offered the fight with Romero? You don't know if whatever. At the end of the day, sometimes you got Martinez got lucky, got the shot, and he took his chance.
No, absolutely. It's no discredit to anyone else like Martinez.
But it makes Carl's victory over Kiko look even better.
Look even better. So, well, I'm convinced he'll become world champion, like I'm convinced he'll become world champion as well. So, aside from that, what else have you been doing?
Chilling out, training, eat, sleep, train. That's all I do.
Have you been on holiday?
Should I say, yeah? I went away for a week after my last one, that was it.
Did you? Where'd you go, Marbella?
No, Cannes. Or Cannes.
Cannes? Did you really?
Uh-huh.
That's quite classy, do you know?
I'm a chilled out guy.
That's quite classy. Did you have a yacht?
No.
Oh.
I wish I aspire to have one. I might as well keep aspiring anyway.
Definitely. But listen, come 28th of September, like I said, you're on a massive card as well.
Yeah.
Massive domestic heavyweight showdown between Hay and Fury. Your chief support to that pay-per-view. So the stage is set for you to go out there and become our 5th world champion.
It is, and it's one of them. It's to come out and, like I said, potentially fight in front of 20,000 people in Manchester for a world title and become world champion. It's, you know, that's the. This is the stage that I've wanted to come into boxing and box on this stage, not boxing, you know, sports halls and stuff like that. This is what I've always wanted to do, and you know, I've got the chance now to go on, do it, and become world champion. And like, I'm confident that the work we're putting in, the game plan we're going to come up with, and on the night, I really do think I'll deliver the performance of my career and become world champion.
Listen, we all sincerely hope you do. Just don't turn into a knob when you become world champion. You know, one of them ones that you do your Sky Sports interview and then the changing room door shuts. I will punch you on the way out. Alright, listen, good luck.
Thank
Hope
you.
everything goes well. Obviously looking sharp. That 6-pack is incredible.
It's only a 4-pack at the minute.
Is it?
It's only a 4-pack yet.
It's like a 14 pack. Like a little fucking action doll. Alright, listen, thanks for talking to us. And listen, best of luck on the 28th. And I'm sure I'll speak to you before that anyway.
Cheers, mate.
Alright, Kugan Cassius with Scott Quigg, who will become our next world champion, September 28th. Hay versus Fury. Chief support. Thank you very much.